Have you ever wondered how safe you are when you surf the internet? It's a question that deserves some thought, especially in this digital age where our lives are so intertwined with the virtual world. The internet, while a fantastic tool for communication, learning, and entertainment, can also be a playground for nefarious activities if not navigated with caution. Online safety is not just a term, it's a necessity. It's about protecting ourselves and our information from the multitude of dangers that lurk in the shadows of the World Wide Web. These dangers can come in the form of scams, aimed at tricking us into giving away our hard-earned money or sensitive information. They can be malicious software or viruses, designed to infiltrate and damage our devices. They can even be individuals or groups, hidden behind the anonymity of a screen, seeking to harm us through cyberbullying or identity theft. These threats aren't exclusive to any age group. They can impact both children and adults alike. For adults, the stakes might be financial loss or compromised personal data. For children, the risks can be even more profound, potentially affecting their mental health and well-being. The importance of online safety is paramount because the effects of these threats can be devastating. Imagine being a victim of identity theft, where someone pretends to be you, ruining your credit and causing immense stress. Or consider the trauma a child might endure from cyberbullying, leading to anxiety and depression. These are real-world consequences of online threats, and they underline the crucial need for online safety. Navigating the internet can be akin to navigating the ocean. It's vast, full of wonders, and can enrich our lives in countless ways. But just as the ocean has its sharks, so does the internet. It's up to us to learn how to swim safely, to recognize the signs of danger, and to protect ourselves and our loved ones from these threats. Remember, the internet is like an ocean, vast and full of wonders, but it also has its share of sharks. So, what exactly is an online scam? An online scam is a fraudulent scheme performed by a dishonest individual, group, or company in an attempt to extract money or something of value from you through the internet. These scams often use the allure of quick riches or prey on a person's goodwill and generosity to trick them into willingly handing over their cash or divulging sensitive personal information. Let's unpack how scammers pull these tricks off. Firstly, scammers are experts at manipulating human emotions. They play on your fear and trust to compel you to act quickly without thinking. For instance, they might send you an email posing as your bank, warning you of suspicious activity on your account. The fear of losing your hard-earned money prompts you to click on a link in the email, leading you to a fake website that looks just like your bank's. Before you know it, you've handed over your login details to the scammer. Let's dive into the dark world of online scams. Firstly, let's talk about phishing. This is a classic online scam that's as old as the internet itself. Here, scammers send you an email, text, or even a social media message that looks as though it's from a trusted source like your bank, service provider, or even a friend. They'll usually try to scare you with a story about your account being compromised and then ask you to enter your personal information to fix the issue. But the catch is, they're the ones who'll be compromising your account. Next up, we have lottery scams. Imagine getting an email or a message saying you've won a huge sum of money in a lottery you don't even recall participating in. Sounds too good to be true? That's because it is. Scammers will ask you to pay a fee or provide your bank details to claim the prize. And just like that, your money and your information are gone. Then we have romance scams. This is where the scammer plays with your emotions. They'll create fake profiles on dating websites or social media platforms, and once they've won your trust, they'll start asking for money, supposedly for emergencies, plane tickets, or even marriage. Job scams are also a common online trap. Scammers post fake job offers on websites, asking you to pay a fee for training materials, a background check, or your spot in the company. Once you've paid, the job offer disappears, and so does your money. Tech support scams are another type to watch out for. Here, scammers pretend to be tech support from a well-known company. They'll call or send you messages claiming that your computer has a virus or a problem that they can fix. They'll ask for remote access to your computer, and once they're in, they can steal your personal information or install malware. Lastly, let's talk about scams involving artificial intelligence. This is the new kid on the block. Here, scammers use AI technology to mimic voices or create realistic video footage. They may pretend to be a family member in distress or a high-ranking official demanding sensitive information. This type of scam can be extremely convincing, so always double-check before sharing any personal details. As you can see, Scams come in all shapes and sizes, but they all have one thing in common. They're designed to steal from you. Now that we know what scams look like, how can we spot them? Well, let's dive into some of the common signs of scams. First up, unsolicited contact. This can come in many forms: emails, phone calls, even social media messages. If you receive a message from someone you don't know or an organization you've never heard of, be cautious. Scammers often pretend to be reputable companies or authorities to gain your trust. Next, we have pressure tactics. Scammers love to create a sense of urgency. They want you to act fast without thinking. So if you come across a message that says act now or miss out, or confirm your details immediately, take a moment to breathe. Legitimate organizations will never pressure you into making quick decisions. Now let's talk about those too good to be true offers. Let's be honest, we all love a good deal. But if something seems too good to be true, it probably is. Scammers often use unbelievable offers to lure their victims. A luxury vacation for a fraction of the price? A new smartphone at an unbelievable discount? These can be red flags. Then, there are requests for personal information. Be wary of anyone asking for your personal or financial details online. Your bank will never ask for your password over email. And no legitimate lottery will ask for your bank details to transfer your winnings. Always question why someone needs your information, and never share it without verifying the source. Lastly, poor grammar or spelling can be a sign of a scam. Legitimate organizations invest time and resources into their communications. So, if you receive a message riddled with spelling mistakes or awkward phrasing, be suspicious. It could well be a scam. Now you might be thinking, that's a lot to remember. And you're right. But the more you know, the better you can protect yourself. And remember, these signs aren't exclusive. A scam may have one, some, or all of these characteristics. One more thing, scammers are clever. They are always evolving, finding new ways to trick us. So it's important to stay informed. Regularly check trusted sources for updates on new scam tactics. You can also sign up for scam alerts from reputable organizations. In the end, your best defense against online scams is your gut feeling. If something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. When in doubt, reach out to a trusted friend, family member, or professional for advice. Don't be pressured into making a decision on the spot. If something feels off, it probably is. Trust your instincts. It's not enough to recognize scams. We need to avoid them too. Let's dive right into the strategies for dodging these digital pitfalls. The first line of defense is our passwords. Picture your password as the key to your online castle. If it's easy to duplicate, your castle is as good as open to invaders. So, always use strong, unique passwords. Combine upper and lowercase letters, numbers, and special characters. Consider using a password manager to keep track of them all. Now let's talk about updates. Those annoying pop-ups reminding you to update your software, they're not just there to bug you. Updates often include security enhancements that protect you from new scamming techniques. So, don't hit that remind me later button too often. Next, be on your guard with unsolicited contact. If you receive an email, call, or text from someone you don't know or weren't expecting, be cautious. Scammers often pose as trusted organizations to trick you. Don't click on any links or download any attachments from unknown sources. If you're unsure, contact the organization directly using information from their official website. Last but not least, verify before you act. If something seems too good to be true, it probably is. Be skeptical of get-rich-quick schemes, free giveaways, and requests for personal information. Do your research before parting with your money or your details. Now you may be thinking, but artificial intelligence makes scams harder to spot. And you're right, AI has made scams more sophisticated. But remember, AI is just a tool. It can't outsmart your common sense and vigilance. Now let's recap. Use strong passwords and keep them safe. Keep your software up to date. Be wary of unsolicited contact. Verify before you act. And always remember, no matter how advanced scams get, your vigilance is your best defense. Remember, prevention is better than cure. Stay vigilant, stay safe. So, we've learned a lot about online scams today. We've taken a deep dive into the digital world and its murky waters where, unfortunately, online scams lurk in every corner. But remember, knowledge is power, and we've armed ourselves with some crucial information. We started by understanding the importance of online safety. In this digital age, where we are more connected than ever before, online safety has become a cornerstone of our lives. It's no longer just about protecting ourselves, but also about safeguarding our loved ones, especially the young ones who are just starting to explore this vast digital universe. Then, we delved into understanding what online scams are. They are deceptive tactics used by cybercriminals to trick you into revealing personal information or to swindle you out of your hard-earned money. They can take many forms, from phishing emails, fake websites, to identity theft, and even artificial intelligence-assisted scams. We explored the various types of online scams, each more cunning than the last. We learned that they are not just limited to suspicious emails or websites, but have evolved to exploit our social media, online shopping, and even our digital wallets. But equipped with the right knowledge, we can recognize these online scams. By being alert and attentive to the details, checking the credibility of websites and emails, and never sharing our personal information impulsively, we can avoid falling into these digital traps. And that takes us to the most important part: how to avoid online scams. We learned that it's all about being vigilant, double-checking before we click on anything, and keeping our personal information under wraps. We also discussed the importance of keeping our devices updated with the latest security software, which act as our first line of defense against these cyber threats. The internet can be a wonderful place, offering us a wealth of information, entertainment, and opportunities to connect with others. But it's also a place where danger lurks. It's up to us to make it a safe space. Stay informed, stay alert, and stay safe online.